Hello Escaleras, welcome to my first video blog. And for my first video blog, I'm going to be giving you tips for the game on July 3 for those who will be going to Rizal Stadium. And I'll also be talking about our contest. We are giving away 2 tickets to the match on July 3. We'll be giving 2 tickets it's a J ticket, and it's worth 300 pesos each. So it's actually a really nice ticket. So I'll be talking about that later. But first, I will be giving you tips for the game on July 3, especially for those who will be watching live. Okay, to start with, for those who haven't read the list of prohibited items during the match, you can view it or you can read it in Sir Rick Olivares' blog. It's bleachersbrew.blogspot.com. So if you want to see it, it's there, the whole list of things you cannot bring inside. But I will also be reposting it here in my blog. But for those who, I will give you a rundown on the things you cannot bring. So to begin with, you cannot bring food or drinks. You cannot, but the thing is, the food and drinks will be provided inside. So you can buy drinks and food inside the stadium, but you just can't bring in your own food. You can't bring cigarettes, lighters. You cannot bring professional still and video cameras. So what's a professional camera? So if you have something that looks like this, okay, anything that looks like this, you cannot bring. It is prohibited. So I suggest you use your cell phone, like an iPhone or a BB, a BlackBerry, or you can bring a digital camera, something that looks like this. Okay, but if it's something huge and it's an SLR or DSLR, you cannot bring those things. You cannot bring weapons or any sharp objects. You can't bring fireworks or any type of pyrotechnics. I think there will be those there already. You cannot bring glass bottles. Example is you can't bring wine bottles or any plastic bottles. You can't bring posters, banners, or signage with any political slogans or advertising without the express written approval by FIFA and its local organizing committee. So basically, yes, you can bring flags or maybe Go Ascals, but you can't bring posters that are advertising products or anything, bad. You can't bring large backpacks or waist packs. So you can't bring big or huge handbags as well. You can't bring illegal drugs, large chains, bracelets, spike bracelets, wall chains, metal belts, balloons, chairs, and pregnant women should sign a waiver prior to entry. So for those who want to read this list again, I tell you to go to Sir Rick Olivares' page, which is bleachersbrew.blogspot.com, or you can also, I will be posting it here in my blog. Okay, so what are my tips? These tips I'm not telling you guys you should follow it or should, First is come early. Okay, the gates will open at 11 a.m. So I suggest you go there 2 hours before or an hour before, because you might not know where you're seated or where your entrance is, and the line may be long and they may be checking bags. So it's best to come early, and so that you're relaxed when you're there. Number 2, I suggest or I highly recommend that you guys commute. Okay. Why? Because it's really less hassle to bring if you bring a car. If you bring a car, you will have to find parking, and then it's really, for me, it's just more of a hassle. So it's easy to commute because there's an LRT station just in front of TAF, right? And it's called Vito Cruz. So you get down Vito Cruz. When you get down Vito Cruz, you do not go towards De La Salle University. Go towards, if I'm not mistaken, it's Torre Lorenzo, the condo there at Starbucks, and when you get there, you turn right. And when you go straight, voila, that's already Rizal Stadium. But you can, I was told and I read from a blog that there will be pedicabs. I think I read that from Sir Craig, but there is a pedicab that can bring you from the station or any other place to the stadium. Okay, so I really suggest for you to commute, since it's really easier, and it might be traffic, number 1, and number 2, there may be a lot of cars and people and security, so it will be very hard. Number 3, I I do and highly suggest and recommend that you guys eat, drink before you go to Rizal. It's either you take a a big amount of breakfast, or take your early lunch, which is brunch, before entering, because number one, you cannot bring food inside, and then you also need energy to cheer, so I suggest that you really eat already before. And then, because you ate, I also suggest that you guys go to the CR, the bathroom, before going to Rizal. I heard there are portable cubicles, but it's safe to say na baka mahaba yung pila. So just, so that you can stay put during the game, hindi kayo kailangan pupunta ng bathroom, so I suggest you guys already go before. But if you're already in the area and you feel like going to the bathroom, there's McDonald's, Jollibee, and other restaurants you can go to and use their bathroom. Okay? My fifth suggestion is to bring raincoats or a hat, especially if you are seated in the bleachers area, because there is no roof. So I really suggest you bring a raincoat or a cap. So this is an example of a raincoat. It's waterproof, and it's, you can cheer even if it's raining, so it won't matter. So you can use this, or you can actually use a hat. You can also use this if you want. If you don't have a raincoat, or if you want to use a raincoat and a hat, you can do so. There. My next suggestion is to bring a small bag, because yes, you cannot bring backpacks or large bags. So I suggest you bring, it's either you don't bring a bag, or if you really need to bring a bag, I suggest you bring a sling bag or a small belt bag. So an example of this is this. Okay, you can put it in front of you so that when you're cheering, it's in front of you. You won't get nervous where your cell phone is or where your phone is. Another example of a bag is this. It's a small belt bag. You put it in your waist, so even if you're jumping and cheering, it won't matter because you have a belt bag. Okay, my next suggestion is to bring loose cash and not your whole wallet. Just bring enough money, enough cash to buy a drink, some food, to pay for the commute, or some souvenirs if there are any. Just bring loose cash and just put it in your bag or your pocket, so that if you bring your wallet, it can get lost, and you have credit cards or whatever important IDs there. So just bring loose cash. That's what I suggest. Okay, and of course my last tip is the night before or the day before. Do not drink really cold beverages or drinks with ice, because you want as much as voice to cheer the team. Okay, so with that, also the night before, please prepare your tickets already so that you do not forget it, because that's the most important thing to bring is your tickets. You can't enter without the ticket. And wear something blue or an ASCO shirt if you have one. Wearing my Araneta shirt because I'm a huge Ian Araneta fan. So I'm gonna wear this. But please wear blue because I believe that's the color of the home game match. So those are my tips. I hope you got something from it and you learned a little bit from it. And my next topic is the tickets. The Escaleros fan page are giving away 2 tickets to 1 lucky fan. So if you want to see the whole mechanics, just go to www.facebook.com/Escaleros and you'll see the mechanics. The contest ends tomorrow at 12 noon, so you have to pass it now. If you want to win the tickets, all you have to do is basically post on our wall why you want to win the tickets, and then tag the friend, family member, whoever you want to bring, and say the reason or explain why you want to bring that friend, and tag that friend. That friend has to be a follower of the page as well, because we really want to give these tickets to our loyal followers, and this is our way to thank you guys for supporting our fan page and supporting the Escaleros from the start. There, stay safe, have a really great weekend. See you!